So yeah, before I started doing stand-up, I was a scuba diving instructor and bartender in Mexico. It was amazing. I was right in Cancun. There's something about scuba diving instructing and bartending in Cancun that just gives you chlamydia, guys. It's crazy.
Welcome to Something Crunchy, the Valley's #1 comedy entertainment podcast.
Welcome to Something Crunchy. I'm Cullen Blake. With me, as always, Blair and Tyler Dressel. Pumped about our crunchy guest joining us tonight. He's a stand-up comedian who you've seen all over your social media feed, and he'll be in the Valley at Tempe Improv on September 20th through the 22nd. Please welcome Che Durena.
Hey, how's it going? How are we doing today?
Che, great. Thank you for joining us. How are you, man? What's new in your world?
I'm good, man. New? I mean, nothing too crazy. I'm kind of, you're on the regular grind. You're making your content. You're going on the road, going on tour. Everything is progressing in a way that I like, so that's good.
That is good. You're on tour. Do you have any favorite cities for comedy crowds or for chasing women?
The top, if you're trying to get laid but you're also trying to have a good show, you want to go to like a B, C tier city. Like you go to like a Los Angeles, or if you go to like a New York, you're competing against everything. You're competing against the best of the best, right? Like if I go to LA and I put on a show and then I try to get laid, the person who I'm trying to sleep with, she's potentially in the same dating pool as like Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. But if I'm in like Tempe, Arizona, if I'm in a Dallas, Texas, these are great. These are the top tier pussy cities. This is where it's like the city's still very cool. It's a really good time, but the chicks are hot, but the bar is lower, so I can slip into higher scale puss.
Such a great breakdown.
It is, and we're from Dallas.
I was about to say
there is some higher scale puss.
we're just like from like a high puss city.
It's great puss for an affordable price. That's what you're looking for.
That's right. Is there any pattern among the type of women you attract on the road?
Usually, yeah, you get a lot of I get a lot of face tattoos, septum piercings, the raunchier type. But
That's fun. What's the most uncomfortable sexual situation you found yourself in?
Okay, one time this girl wanted me to bang her with her boyfriend there too, so we were like double teaming her. But someone had just come over right before this, and so I had like just nutted right before she got there. And so when they got there, I like struggled to get it up, and I was like, "Oh man, I feel like I'm disappointing my fans right now. Like you guys came so I could double team your girlfriend, and now I can't even." I managed to like squabble together some boner by the end of it.
Yeah, but, rub around a little bit, like it's something. Yeah.
Put some popsicle sticks onto it.
It's like you couldn't have come like an hour or two ago. Like timing.
Exactly. Like it made me like if I've ever stacked one after the other, I've always made sure the first one they're either further spread apart, or the first one I just don't even come. I just go like, I'm kind of done. And then it's because I need to save it for the next one.
It makes it even greater for the come around.
Exactly.
Che, problems on the road. That's great. Well, the women in Tempe are looking forward to having you in town Friday, September 20th through Sunday the 22nd at Tempe Improv. Tickets are available at chedurena.com. Have you been here before?
I have. I had a lot of fun in Tempe. Tempe's a great city. I like Arizona in general. Arizona is great. Like I like the desert. I like that like orangey red color that's just like on all the mountains and stuff. You guys have great strip clubs. I think last time I was there, I slept with like 3 different women throughout the weekend, so it's great.
That's great.
That's a good haul.
That's a great haul. Great haul.
Success.
Those are good numbers.
Yeah.
We saw you on another show recently, and you were plucking the growth around this girl's beehole, which is a generous way to spend your time.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself in this situation often?
Not often. It just came up like kind of organically through the pod where she was like, there's a couple hairs I can't pluck. And I'm really good friends with both those girls. There's Jamie and Emily, who do, they're going to kill me. Two Girls, One Blend. That's their podcast. They were like, they've crashed at my place and stuff, and I've crashed at their place. And so when we were doing the pod, when she said she couldn't pluck these hairs out of her butthole, I was like, well, I guess I could do it. That'd be great.
You could tell you felt comfortable with her. I mean, she wanted to know if she had like an edible arrangement back there, and you were like, it's okay.
It's hard to ask, but with the right people, it's just like you're in good company here.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to send my friend astray or anything. I'm going to give her my honest breakdown of what I think her butthole looks like.
Tyler thinks there should be a web-based service or app that would allow you to rate buttholes. And I think you'd be a great fit for this, Che, a celebrity judge on ratemyhole.com.
I think there probably is. I mean, there's like a feet finder, or there's like the celebrity foot one. There's some sort of one that's for feet. So there's got to be a butthole one. I think buttholes are just harder to get. Like the foot one, the feet kind of go up there whether you want it or not, and then they rate your feet.
The technology's already
Everybody's
there.
looking for something
All
different.
right, it's a little
though.
derivative from the foot one. I get it. But this started from a conversation with David Keckner on whether or not we could pick our own butthole out of a lineup. Like if you were shown pictures of 5 buttholes all matching a similar description, do you feel you could identify your own?
I don't think I could because I've never looked at it, but I would like to play this game. Now I'm curious.
Right?
Is there some sort of subconscious connection I have to it that I don't know? And then if I was in this situation, would I be able to clearly identify it?
Like, I wonder what characteristics you would find to be like, you know what, that there's just something about that definitely speaks to me.
It feels like mine. I've rubbed around that area. That feels like it's like Braille.
Exactly.
You have to figure it out.
Like you've wiped it enough times that you know if there's like a certain bump or a certain curve or something.
Right.
And you don't know what it looks like, but you feel like the Braille situation.
You know your general coloring, perhaps. I don't know.
I don't know.
It all changes.
That's where my concerns
area.
come in.
It's like, how many times do you have to walk past your soulmate to know that that's the one?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that connection to you and your butthole.
That's right.
Very similar.
Well, let's talk about your lone testicle for a minute. I hear you have a solo instead of a duet. How did that happen?
That was just born like that,
You're
actually. Yeah, when I
born
was
that
born.
way.
Yeah, one didn't drop, and then they had to remove it. I think the thing was I still have a scar there, and it was something like if they didn't remove it, there's a chance that it would get infected or cause a cyst or something. It would have been threatening to my life potentially. So they had to remove it right when I was born.
Oh, right away this happened. All right, so you have no memories of having two. You've always had the one.
Powerball.
Exactly.
Powerball.
Yeah. Some people have asked me what was do you miss it or something? And I'm like, I have no consciousness of it any other way.
Ball.
Nothing like that. No. When I was younger, I thought, maybe I'll get an artificial one installed so it looks normal.
No.
But then I was like, no, because then it would feel weird. Then it would be weird because I've never been used to the two. And also, let me tell you, no one cares.
Right.
No
I was about to say that. First off, no one cares.
No one
Rock
cares.
your ball. And go hard, just like the rest. No one knows or cares
exactly.
in the least.
And that's the thing that shows you how little people pay attention to the balls. There's been women I've hooked up with where after I've brought up, I have one testicle, and they're like, no, you don't. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And they're like, no, I've been down there, you don't. And I'm like, oh, you just didn't notice or didn't I definitely have one.
It's proof that you didn't get in there enough.
Yeah, thank you for the PSA that balls need more attention.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
More ball love.
I know you're thinking about a vasectomy. Is the procedure different with one Titleist down there?
So I've already had it. I've had the vasectomy. I
You've
had
had
the
it?
procedure. Yeah, I've had it. I think it was very fast. So maybe it's a little faster because they have only one that they need to tie off or cauterize or whatever they do when they're in there. But yeah, I went in and I got it done.
Wow.
See, Tyler, it's not that bad.
How was the recovery?
Oh, the recovery was fine. But I had a really good doctor. I have heard after getting it, I did hear a couple horror stories where I had a couple buddies who said that their process was bad. They didn't get the proper anesthesia, and then even healing was a very long process. So my doctor rules: if you want to go to Vancouver and get hooked up with Dr. Pollock,
Hell yeah,
he does an incredible job.
I'll start driving
I
now.
gotta take care of those balls. So like, we'll go where we need to.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of those balls. Yeah, I was thinking about a vasectomy, and then we saw Steve-O's. He filmed his, and it was just so brutal.
Riding on a horse bareback, like hour.
Well, yeah,
out
he was
there.
asking for it, like for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, no, he's gonna make it be probably as gruesome as he possibly can. That's his brand, right?
Yeah.
That's his brand.
Yeah, no, mine was fine. The recovery was fine, and like I'm basically in a position now where I'm like, if I want to reverse it, I can. But I've never wanted kids, so I'm like now I have that security where I know it won't happen.
Smart.
Yeah, that is
Get it.
smart.
Well, once a month, we like to break down a few of the most ridiculous headlines we could find, the things your mainstream media outlets just don't tend to cover. Do you care to chew on a few of these with us?
Oh, I would love this.
Nice. First, let's go to Hawaii, where scuba diver is hospitalized after his penis gets stuck in a giant clam. In Pahala, this dude spent some time in the ER after inserting his dong in a giant clam while recreational diving. Che, you were a scuba instructor for a few years. Have you ever seen a clam on the ocean floor and just thought, oh yeah, my dick would fit in there?
I mean, you definitely could get it in there, but the thing about the clams is they close so fast and so tight.
Yeah.
And so you really I wouldn't even put my finger in there. It's you think like a crab's pincer, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. But once they get their hands on you, it's pretty brutal. So I can imagine that guy probably killed the clam, because you want to get your hog out of there as fast as possible. So you
Ripped it
probably
apart.
Yeah.
His
To save
concerns
hog.
immediately for the clam.
Yeah.
Totally.
The clam's done, dude. Yeah, that clam is chowder. But I would never. You just don't, because there's so many weird critters down there. I saw this video recently where there was like octopus that was grabbing like a nurse shark, and someone was like, what's going on here? And this guy commented on it, and he was like, this is none of your business, man. That's ocean shit. You just leave that shit alone, dude. That's true. Like, there's weird shit down there that sometimes you just go, what is that? You go, I don't know, and I don't care, man. He's doing his thing, and I'm not going to put my dick in him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole you can watch, but don't put your dick in it.
Exactly.
Speaking of him doing his thing, we got to bring it up. Shannon Sharp. Why would you describe sex? It's not a sex tape. It's just
No,
It's
it
not
was
a-
it was an oopsie.
it's sex audio.
Yeah. It was an audio
Yeah.
tape that he went live with on the Insta webs.
Yes, audio tape, which is like, I think it's like either honest mistake or very good publicity stunt, because Shannon Sharp has been like, he's gone from obviously an incredible football player, but now is like, he had one of the biggest moments in pop culture this year.
Yeah.
And now is keeping himself sort of in relevancy with this. Not that he's like falling out of relevancy or anything, but he's keeping himself at the top. Now, whether or not it was staged or anything, I will say that not as everyone has their moments where they're really in it, or like maybe this is a new person, you don't know where you can push the boundaries, but not as insane as I thought. I thought he might be doing freakier stuff. It seemed pretty standard. Take that dick, you like that, blah blah blah, and like a lot of grunting, a lot of moaning, very animalistic style.
So you heard the
but
audio.
Oh yeah.
Oh
dude,
yeah. I slapped a ham to it this morning.
yeah.
Which hand did you slap?
Like, yeah, there wasn't anything in it where he said something like insane or something that would have been like very.
If it was embarrassing, then I would believe it. If he did a move
like-
that was like, okay, no one
Or
would
incriminating.
pull the
If it was
captain.
Shannon Sharp, like getting pegged or peed on,
Yeah.
and then it's like,
Yeah,
whoa, we gotta.
now I
be
believe
here.
Wow.
Now I believe it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it wasn't offensive enough to be natural, I feel like it was very Kardashian.
Will there be
Yes,
any
yes.
ramifications from ESPN?
No, I think they've already said that they won't do anything. I think it seemed like an honest enough
It was
mistake. and
like,
the video.
Yeah, boys will
was-
be boys.
And the video wasn't really salacious enough for anything to happen. So it's like, it was just audio. And yeah, like I said, I think it's just going to be good. It's good for Shannon Sharp and his career.
I think so.
Yep.
Good publicity.
Mhm.
Per an article in People, Woman who didn't know she was pregnant gives birth at Golden Corral, names baby after restaurant. Can you imagine sitting there in between your third and fourth plate of rubbery ribs and just start crowning? Like, how do you... I knew the ham steak tasted funny.
I think if someone I can't give birth. So if I'm watching this happen in the Golden Corral, I don't think I stop eating. I'm going to be honest with you.
No,
I go like, whoa. Cause that's almost like, when you have YouTube on and a really good meal and you're like, oh, this is the best. That's like kind of the best version of that happening. Like something completely out of the norm comes out of nowhere. Someone's giving birth at Golden Corral and I'm snacking. Pretty good deal, I think.
Dinner and a show.
Everybody's pretty much crowning by the third or fourth plate anyway.
That's
but
true.
to like get a full birth.
Full birth.
Food baby is gonna come right out of you. But
so what was the name? Corral or Golden? Like, where are we at?
Cheese fountain?
Cheese fountain, yeah.
Cheese fountain.
Or 2 for Tuesday, Thompson?
I mean... Notice no one ever unexpectedly gives birth at Maple and Ash. This is much more of a buffet thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The buffet people don't know they're pregnant. That's the people who are unsure about it, dude.
Trips to the Corral, all you can eat and complimentary strollers on the way out.
Yes. Did you guys remember that show? I didn't know I was pregnant.
Oh, yes.
I've seen that
Oh,
on.
I watched it so hard. Like, I didn't know if I missed an episode, to be honest.
Blair fit the demographic.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
No, it was a great show. It's like, and that was the whole thing, was people get fully pregnant 9 months in and just like, I don't know why I keep putting on weight. And like my back hurts and my stomach's extended. And then they give birth in a toilet so many times.
So many times.
They're like, my 4-year-old son pulled out my unknown newborn. And it's like, my God, like you had no idea.
Enough reoccurrences to where they can make a show out of it. That's ridiculous.
We say this, I'm going to find myself at the Corral and be like, oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Rush into the Corral. They are hanging out in the parking lot of the Corral. They know it. That's where they find their crowd. In San Diego, cop has sex with woman he arrested, accidentally locks himself in the back of his cruiser, gets caught, and is forced to resign. Bad boys.
Bad boys. That's what you gonna do.
Bad news.
Bad news. San Diego police officer Anthony Hare arrested this chick on suspected car theft. She's cuffed, on her way to jail, and throws a Hail Mary. It's all on camera. She's asking him if he's single, goes in for the strike, and you see him turn the camera off.
Pulls
over.
Wow, get it, girl. I mean, you got to give it to her for that. It's like, well, there's only one thing that I can do.
And she did it.
Yeah.
Successfully pulled it off.
Like,
he jumps back there to bang, but forgets they have to be let out.
Oh, my God.
Going the extra mile to serve.
It's like Super Troopers in real life.
It is like Super Troopers.
So wait, did she escape?
No, neither of them escaped. He got fired because they had another cop had to come let him out like an hour later.
She better have been let go.
That's so funny, dude.
He was really funny.
He was protecting that ass and serving up booty claps.
He was.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's probably hot. Like criminal, like it's unforsaken on both ends. Like you're a criminal, you're against the law, and then you're the law, you're against
dirty
the criminals.
That's a kink for sure.
Oh, it's a rush.
Oh, for sure.
Like, yeah.
That's
Do you
gonna
think
be,
he
like,
left her cuffed?
all-star. They left. I hope so.
Yeah.
I bet they were
We all
both
hope
cuffed
so. Yeah.
by the end of it.
Yeah. When you realize you're stuck in the back seat, you probably were like, oh, man, because you have to do the call for like someone to let you out. You really hoped it was one of your boys. Like you for sure sent a text message to someone first.
Oh, yeah.
He was
like,
dying sending that message.
You don't
too.
get on the radio with that one.
Like who would your person be that you're
Unit
going to send your
23
message
needs some
to?
assistance.
Yeah.
Calling
Do you
for
have a
backup.
person in your life that you can just like, who's that message to, where it's like, say nothing, just get here?
Do we know if he was actually single or was he taken?
Was there more
don't
beef
know.
there?
I don't know.
That adds layers.
It adds
It
layers.
does. You cheated on your wife with some like who knows some mischievous lady, Harley Quinn style shit.
It
And
is.
other people have to get you out, so like
Yeah.
instantly everyone knows about it now because one person knows.
Man.
Yeah.
NASA warns that alien life may not be fuckable. Following a recent uptick in UFO interest, NASA cautioned curious citizens against the notion that extraterrestrial life will be sexually desirable. NASA's interstellar sexual health spokesperson, Clarice Cravolt, blamed sci-fi films for creating unrealistic templates for attractive aliens. She added, "It's entirely possible that first contact takes place with insectoid creatures who lay thousands of glittering eggs. A self-reproducing slime would also have no use for our rudimentary genitals. If the aliens are a gaseous sprite that communicates telepathically, where would you even? How?" I mean,
okay, well, first of all, you don't know what my inklings are. You don't know what I'm into, so don't put that on me.
Right.
yeah, for sure.
You can generalize that.
I like how they're getting ahead of body positivity with aliens before they even get here. They're
Because
like,
they probably know they're sexy,
Beauty
so they're like, we need to start
standards.
now.
yeah, no, we are not going to put our beauty standards on the aliens. But I don't know. I think, first of all, they don't know, dude. They haven't found him yet. It's like, why dash the dream before it's even here? Let us like speculate on it a little bit. Let's hope that we can potentially get to the place where and that's a good way to bridge an alliance. That's like how that's how you go like, okay, kings and queens and stuff. They used to be like, here's one of our, like, here's a prince for you, here's a princess for you. And then it's like, now we got something. This is like completely counting it out before we get there. You're asking for war instead of peace. Peace comes with pussy.
That's so true. And I praise you for your open-mindedness. I think I speak for all of us when I say you find me a healthy jar of self-reproducing slime and I will find a way to fuck it.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the part they don't talk about. And you could do it like they did in what's that movie with where they put the helmets on and they bang?
Demolition
Oh,
Man?
Demolition
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demolition Man. Yeah, this like gaseous, this telepathic gas
Yes.
could be able to get in your brain and stroke you telepathically.
That works.
Get it, like,
yes. Tugapathically.
yeah, there you go.
No, they know we're all going to be into it. So they're like, God, we got to just try and like reel them in. Like, you do not want to fuck
Yeah.
us,
You don't want to be
okay?
You don't want to be the first guy though.
You don't want to be the
Oh,
first guy.
no.
But they have
first.
completely underestimated how nasty the human race can
Totally.
be.
If
need
holes
some-
is a problem, that's not a problem.
That's not a problem. No, give me a handful of slime in 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Need some
Well, did you hear about
recommendations.
there was that professor. There was some professor that got busted. They like arrested him, and apparently he had been like going to a park for like years, and he would like pull down his pants and get his dog to lick his ass as he jerked off. And he would do this for years and years and years and years. And then the cops had all this footage and they busted him. And then when they arrested him, the first thing he said was, "Kill me." He said, "Just kill me. Just kill me. Like, just kill me. I don't want anyone to know."
Oh my God. I
Like,
can imagine.
just kill me.
Oh.
And then when
Wow.
they asked him why he did it, he said, "I just needed to blow off some steam."
In the park?
With your dog?
Come on.
Crazy. I need
gotta
to
be
blow
your
off some
dog.
steam is crazy. dude.
I
That is crazy.
got needs too, you know.
Don't judge me.
Oh yeah.
The dog liked it too.
Blair, did you take your magic mind today?
Sure did.
How do you feel?
Fantastic.
Feeling sharp?
Absolutely.
I'm now at a solid 2 a day.
Me-
1 in the morning for sure, and now I take another in the afternoon. You get that energized, focused feeling, but there's no crash afterwards. There's no caffeine, only clean ingredients. We've been a fan of this product for a long time now, and now we've partnered with Magic Mind. This means you get a nice discount, up to 48% off, in fact. Just go to magicmind.com/crunch20. They want a discount code, and you have one. It's crunch20. Up to 48% off on your order, and you'll love this stuff. Lion's mane mushroom, cordyceps mushrooms, matcha, and ashwagandha. Find your flow state, improve your memory, and don't miss out on trying Magic Mind for less at magicmind.com/crunch20. So, Che, you're more of a drinker than a smoker, but you'll do up to like 6 grams of mushrooms to take a random solo trip. Explore your innerverse. Have you been on any good trips lately?
No, I've been kind of not against isn't the right word. I've been apprehensive with using any type of psychedelics or even like anything that's like even smoking weed or something like that that's kind of mind altering. There's just too much going on in my life right now that is like stressful that I need to handle. Like I'm constantly spinning these different plates, and I haven't felt that in a good enough mental state to be calm enough to enjoy it. Like I ate a very small edible dose before I saw a movie recently, and I was up for like hours just like inner monologue for so long that I'm like, no, I'm just not in the right place for it right now.
What movie was it?
What was it? Oh, it was Deadpool Wolverine.
Deadpool Wolverine. I saw that. That was good. That was good.
It was fun.
We microed for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I was feeling it.
I wasn't.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Like I enjoyed
The movie
it. It felt
or
like,
your
The trip.
No, the micros. The movie was great. It was funny,
You just
and
didn't feel your
it was a great
micros.
Deadpool. There was awesome violence and some nice cameos, and it was a well-rounded Deadpool. Huge Jackman was a nice addition.
CGI Jackman was really good in this one.
Was all his
It was like 90% CGI
for
Jackman.
sure.
his ripped sweaty abs were CGI?
Oh, 100%.
He got the Ryan Gosling treatment.
That's not
No,
him.
He does kind of look like that though.
Those were like
They
computer abs.
CGI abs.
In
Oh,
that
they
one,
CGI
that
abs. No,
one
like
scene,
like 300.
that one scene where like Deadpool was checking him out when he was like
Yeah,
shirtless. Yeah, that was
at the end,
100% CGI. Anytime where he had a mask on his face, CGI.
like a prayer remix.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Ooh, interesting.
It did not slap. Well, let's get extremely personal. Move on to our Fast Five, where we give you 5 hard-hitting questions. You just try to answer as quickly as you can.
Perfect.
Favorite movie to quote?
Oh, favorite movie to quote. It's probably gonna be like really obscure. What's my favorite movie to quote? Maybe The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski?
Such a
Not
great
overly obscure.
Yeah, great choice.
Yeah.
It's a very quotable movie.
That is.
They're gonna kill that poor woman. I say a lot. They're gonna kill that poor woman. I love. Like, he's like so flippant about this woman dying in that movie. What else do I quote from The Big Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Anytime I'm talking to like any of my managers or my agents about like it's a gig that isn't paid, I go, "Where's the money, Lebowski?"
What's your least favorite sexual position?
Least favorite? Probably like maybe standing.
For sure. For sure.
Like standing outdoors. Just the combo of those things. It's like there's too much going on and my brain never stops like bouncing stuff around and I find it so hard to focus, and the extra stimulus plus the extra risk. And also if something happens, like if someone comes out and they go, "You're disgusting," and then they maybe try to like attack us, I have to deal with it. She doesn't really. She have to be like, "Protect me," and then I got to deal. So I'm like, I might have a big problem on my hands very soon.
Like dong out on defense.
I think that
Exactly.
makes it all the hotter that you can be caught at any time. I think that's part of it.
It's hard to be a man.
I mean, standing outside, standing in general, because you're doing a lot of carrying and like that's
it is
just
hard.
like carrying while
No,
like doing
I'm
a
not a
core
big-
workout.
I'm not a big outdoor guy. I'm like, that's too much outdoor. I'm like, the idea of getting caught doesn't turn me on. I'm just like, nah, I want to be able to get like fully into the zone. And so the more privacy, the better. But unless it's in like a space where that's for, like if it's in like a club, like a sex club or something like that, I'm like, all right, I can get in the vibe in there.
That's true. If you're like in the sand and stuff like that, like you think that it's gonna be like just
Sand's the
amazing. And then
worst.
it's like sand gets in all the places you're not. It's like, see,
Sand
no,
is the worst.
I get it.
I think
Mhm.
sand's bad.
Exactly.
Wait till you get into the
Yep.
pile of ticks.
Everyone loves that. Do you have any fun kinks or fetishes?
Fun kinks or fetishes. I like spitting a lot. Squirting's great.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Any like just like continuous sexting. I'll write like long like descriptions of what I want to do to someone. I used to do that way more when I feel like I had more free time or just would put in more effort. I kind of reserve that for specific people who I'm like more interested in doing that with. What else? Think of something really gross. I don't know. I used to pee on this one chick a lot.
By request, or were you just like, you know what?
Get down.
You feel like someone I could
Sit
really
still.
just pee all over if that's okay with you.
Yeah, it was just one specific chick who I would do this to, and I thought it was great.
Did she think it was great?
I bet she did.
I mean, she She seemed game. The whole reason we got there was because every time we would hook up, she would just be like, "What else do you want to do to me?" And I was like, I started to run out of things, and then I was like, "Oh, can I pee on you? Like, put you in the shower and pee on you?" She was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right."
Well, in the shower.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
That's chill.
"Yeah, I'm not doing that on the bed. Come on, I'm not an animal."
From across the room.
Very animalistic.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
For celebrity crush, probably Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu.
Ooh.
Good one.
Haven't heard that one.
Yeah,
Great
Lucy.
choice.
Oh yeah, like Charlie Ace Angels, Lucy Liu, when she was in that like leather and like slap around the nerds. Like, oh my god, dude.
She's like cute and a badass.
Yeah, dude. I remember seeing it. I was like, this is like the hottest woman I've ever seen. She still got it.
They were all so hot in that Charlie's Angels. That was with Drew Barrymore and Cameron Diaz.
She still looks
Cameron
like
Diaz.
the exact same. Lucy Liu does.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Favorite category on X videos?
Favorite category on X videos: thick milfs. That's always my go-to.
Thick MILFs.
Love
Was
it.
not expecting that, but like thick MILFs is the first thing you search for.
How thick?
Like think of like sturdy, like a rugby player, like where it's like there's a lot of meat, but it's also held together in a very solid fashion.
Okay.
I'm seeing like a Ronda Rousey, like thicker than that.
No,
Yeah,
that's
'cause-
good. That's sturdy.
Yeah.
That's sturdy.
Yeah, she's sturdy, but you can go
Yeah.
even bigger than that. Like Rhonda's not that tall.
No.
Like, I could even
She's
go for
not,
a chick
but
who's like,
she's rugby flavored.
What was the rugby girl's
Oh,
name
yeah.
from the Olympics this year?
Oh, I love
5'10", 200, really cool
That's who I was
personality.
picturing, but I can't. Alona.
Yeah.
Iona Mayer.
Yes. What thoughts?
I know she's. I mean, I think she's definitely like pretty. She's got a huge head though. Her head's so big. So maybe like that, maybe that body, but like some bigger. She also is like she doesn't have a lot of curves, so maybe some bigger boobs, bigger butt, and like cuter face. But like yeah, that big. Well, yeah, I could take that big on anything.
All right.
It's fun to see it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
X videos, it's a choice platform. I've heard you've been given a hard time for stockpiling and cranking down the thumbnails, but I could totally relate to the FOMO at the bottom of the page. You never know when that next rugby style girl is just going to pop
You don't
up.
know.
You
Yeah.
just never know.
What? There's always gold. There's always gold, and you're digging for the gold, and you're like, I need to find the best video.
There's 90 videos per page, and you scroll to the bottom, and it's like 168 more pages to go. Like
Yeah.
that, you
Yep.
really don't have
Yep.
time to be clicking and gripping. You just got to
No.
scroll and roll.
There's only so many thick MILFs, though. I mean,
There are. And
Doesn't-
you pick your faves and you kind of look around what they're putting out and then you look for them in different situations. Then you find some amateur stuff where you're like, oh, they really cooked on this.
Amateurs where it's at.
Yeah, they try hard.
If it's too produced, if it's like very brassers, like
No.
HD,
Yeah, it's
bright colors,
overdone.
everyone's
doesn't even
well,
work anymore.
overdone.
No way.
Mhm.
Doesn't hit the same.
That's like 90s Spice Channel porn, and I can't get into that anymore.
Yeah.
So you put up some pretty impressive stats on the road. You don't become all the way Che without catching a little something every once in a while.
hmm
Heard you had like chlamydia 6 times.
Sixes, it still stands at 6. I haven't caught anything else since, so that's great.
That's good.
But yeah, I was racking them up for a bit. What I learned was that if you just rinse your dick after sex, that you don't catch any STDs.
Bro, one more on your punch card, you get a free treatment. That is
I should.
racking them up.
I should, because your medical system is expensive, dude.
Yeah.
So like having to go to the doctor every time you get to get checked, just so like every time I need to get checked, or every time I need to get like the meds or whatever, it's so much money.
You need to get sponsored by Z-Pack.
Yeah, I should get some sort of like antibiotic like commercial. At least give me the commercial.
Totally.
Come on.
Those pay out too. So
Yeah.
Well, I only bring it up because we like to play a game on every episode, and our Crunchtastic R&D department came up with something itchy. There's several non-sexual ways one can catch an STD, and we want to see if you could distinguish the ones that are legit. I'll give you 2 ways
Okay.
to catch something, and you tell me which one is real.
Okay, hit me.
We'll play a quick round of itchy and scratchy. All right.
Love it.
Sharing lip balm or sharing a smoking apparatus like a joint or blunt?
I think the blunt.
Ooh, see, it's lip balm on this one, Che.
Oh,
There's 2
okay.
flavors of herpes, and one of them can be contracted by sharing lip balm.
Okay, good to know.
Knowledge.
Oh,
See,
that
people
is
get
good
so
knowledge.
lippy
Knowledge.
sometimes that like I was instantly thinking the blondes like just covered in it.
Sometimes they just
all
look.
the spit.
Yeah, all the spit.
Mm-hmm.
How about sharing a damp towel or sharing underwear with someone?
Underwear, sharing underwear or damp towel. So I get to. So one of them is right.
One of them is right. One of them is made up.
Oh, okay. I would say the underwear.
No, it's damp towel.
Wow.
Really?
Because STDs are both viruses and bacteria, they thrive in dank, moist environments like a wet towel.
Okay.
And underwear
okay.
doesn't have that.
A moist environment. Mine does.
Yeah, that's true. It depends on the person, right?
Yeah.
Depends
time
on the
of year.
city. In Phoenix, we
Yeah.
all have a dank, moist environment.
That's right.
Oh, dude, New York in the summertime is like everywhere you go is an oven. You're just baking in your own dank moistness.
You're cooking STDs. That's what you're doing.
Everybody's cooking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, couple more. Hot tubs or tanning beds?
I think it would be tanning beds.
He's on the board.
We got it.
Oh, I was
Tanning
gonna say
bed.
hot tubs.
You would, Blair. You think with all that heat and UV exposure, it would kill off any lingering infections, but no, you can get HPV, which spreads through skin-to-skin contact.
Yeah, no, because I think I've heard the hot tub thing before, and that was something that was like floating around in like the 70s or 80s. Like that was a rumor, and
It's an urban
been,
legend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was on Mythbusters, right? They didn't catch anything.
Yeah.
We should probably test this out just to make sure.
How about razors or eating utensils, like a fork or spoon?
Razors or eating utensils? I think it's razors.
It's
That-
razors. Yeah.
It's gotta be
because the
razor.
blood and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're shaving, you're opening up the skin with little nicks and scratches. You're basically opening up the doors for an STD to enter. All right, last
Yes.
one. A toilet seat or use sex toys?
They use sex toys, of course.
He finished strong.
I mean, of course.
He
That's a hard
finished
finish.
strong.
Yeah.
That was a strong finish. Yes, it's use sex toys. They've been in the one single place. You'd expect to transfer something stingy. And they're
Exactly.
chock full of bacteria and germs and cheese.
Yeah.
It is good to know about the toilet seat though, because I feel like I have like forever thoughts. Like, well,
You've been
if I
hovering
have to, like,
since
act-
91, Blair.
forever hovering. Like, if I sit down,
Yeah,
it's
no.
like I have crabs now, and like this is my life.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure like there would have to be something pretty substantial, some like fresh goop on there for you to get a transfer from a toilet seat.
I would think
You
so.
just never know.
But still, players careful. Heard hot new single, Forever
Yes.
Hovering.
Yes.
I don't mess around when it comes to that.
Thank you for doing that, Che. That was an infectious good time.
No problem.
We follow you on
Thank you.
TikTok. What's this game you're always playing on there when you go live?
Oh, okay. So we've been playing Deadlock recently, which I'm obsessed with. It's like Valve's new shooter that they're like cooking up. It's still in pre-alpha, but it's like a MOBA crossed with a hero shooter. I don't know how deep into video games you guys get.
I mean, Tyler's deep.
Tyler's pretty deep. I'm not that deep, but I see a lot of the Twitch and TikToks, and
Yeah.
we watch you and Jay Muse and Eric Griffin.
We watch y'all
play a lot.
play.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
watch you guys play.
I'll do Mario Paint, but like that's about the extent of it.
Mario.
Yeah,
Paint.
Tyler, if you're interested, I can send you a beta access code so you can get in and start messing around with this. I don't know how deep into third person shooters you are, but it's good. It's a good hook.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yep. Send away, please.
Minimum 3 knuckles
Perfect.
deep.
I am minimum. Yeah.
Yeah,
2 fists.
love
buddy.
it.
Che, before we let you go, you have a podcast coming out. Tell us about Dark Holes.
Yeah, so Dark Holes with Che Durena. So my podcast, we just kind of look into like any sort of obscure. We break it into like 3 areas. It's like obscure news, obscure like personalities, and then I do like obscure write-ins. So people who write in with their dark holes, their secrets, their comments, the stuff that people reveal to me is pretty wild.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
I love it.
That's a great premise.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Dark Holes is a great name. I thought RateMyHole.com was taken, so you took Dark Holes.
Exactly.
It's easier to remember.
RateMyHole.com would be a great name. RateMyHole.com.
Che Durena will be at Tempe Improv on September 20th through the 22nd. Tickets are available at tempeimprov.com or chedurena.com. You can stay well informed on everything he's up to at chedurena.com. And if you're not already, follow him on all those socials at Che Durena, where where you will find some of the funniest videos on the internet. Che, you're hilarious. This was really fun, man. We appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing you at the show next week.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Right on, guys. You guys have a good one.
Likewise. Let us know if you have time to
Che.
get shit-faced after.
Right on. Yes.
All right, talk soon.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
Have a good weekend.
Che.
Che.
All the way, Che.
All the way.
That was his Che-bu on Something Crunchy. And that was a nice Che-bu. We need to have him back.
Yeah, he needs to be regular.
He's really
He's
funny.
so crunchy.
Effortlessly funny.
Yes.
He just gets down in the mud with us.
He does. I feel like he'd be a good comic in the field. Like if we had just like a question that we had to ask a comic right away,
He'd
that's
be good
on the road, we could call him
Yes.
anytime and he would give us, something from the Che heart.
The specialist will have to call in.
That's right. The consultant.
Or just like, let's see if we can get a quick story about Puss on the Road.
Yeah.
We'll call Che and see if we can.
He could be our STD
Real quick.
medical
Okay,
advisor.
tell us about
Yes.
your late post.
STD medical advisor. That's it. We collect some stories throughout the
STD
week on
news.
social media.
Yeah.
Get a little STD news.
Or we send him pictures and he sends us diagnosis. He's like, those bumps are definitely from crabs. Ask her if it tastes like batteries. Dave, does it taste like you're licking a 9-volt battery?
Does it have a copper taste?
Give it a quick look.
If you're not following us on TikTok at Something Crunchy, what's the matter with you? Get involved and find us on Facebook as well. Don't forget to check out somethingcrunchy.com where you'll find every episode, our links to social media, and the Almighty Crunch Store where you'll find all kinds of crunchy gear showing that you are a proud citizen of Crunch Nation.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. All episodes can be found at somethingcrunchy.com and on all podcast platforms. Thank you for listening.
You okay with your...
What's wrong,
What's wrong with you, Blair?
Why did you break over silence?
Look at me like a human boy. You can't do it for 30 seconds, can you?
Can you? Look at you.
Look at you.
You totally broke into pieces. Like you,
So it's like, be quiet.
The city's still very cool. It's a really good time, and the chicks are hot. But the bar is lower, so I can slip into higher scale puss.